So like a day ago, I asked you guys to send me your Roblox games so I could review them and give you feedback. And here's the ones I got. Let's look at this difficulty chart. No picture. I would add a picture. Hey, welcome to Big Head difficulty chart. Every new difficulty, your head grows. Okay, so it won't save for now. So which way do I go? I'm gonna assume I go this way. Oh, it gave me a new face. Very cool. Are these the checkpoints? You should make it a little more clear that they're checkpoints. Like add a little particle effect when you touch them, maybe. Let me see if they work. Okay, yeah, they work. I guess make it more clear when you touch, like when I touch that, it should have like a little like change color or something, just so it's more obvious. That kind of, that's not very well introduced. I think you should add a like it just kind of randomly changes colors, which made me jump over it. So I thought it was no collide. That's basic lava jump. I think maybe line these up better. Maybe add like a little more map design in the center. So what it just gave me the big head hat instead of making my head bigger. I think maybe just there should be a like scale thing. If it's R15, there should be one. You can make the head bigger instead of just giving them big head. That's helpful, but make them a little bit more transparent. Oh, I missed that checkpoint, didn't I? I changed the color of this to be more different than the actual like obstacle course because I missed it on my first. I'm gonna struggle on this for about 10 hours. I'm not very good at obby, so that's not your fault. This part seems kind of needless. It's just walking in a straight line, and then when you get here, you just jump. And then there's more of the same. There's no GUI in this game. If you could add like a skip stage button or a shop for gears, I think that would be helpful. Maybe add a checkpoint there. I wonder how you're gonna handle the next grow head. Okay, so it's just bigger head, and I assume the next one's the blue big head. This part's not very clear. That had the jump around it. I just assumed because there was nowhere else I could go. I think maybe make that I have to go around a little more obvious. Because if I was a regular player, I'd just say, oh, I can't go here. Maybe I try and jump on those walls, but I also think that that's a little bit difficult. I might not be able to beat this. But I guess my only suggestions are make the add GUI, add game passes. Maybe add a like go to lobby button because I have to rejoin to go over there. Maybe use something instead of just the big heads, like hats, add a actual like growing head so it adds more meaning to your avatar. Yeah, on to the next game. Alright, next we're gonna look at Untitled Showcase. Again, has no thumbnail. I would add one of those. First thing I can say when I join is your fog looks a little bit weird. I think you have it set to something odd. I can see the whole map without really meaning to. And it's still day even though it's really foggy. I like the style of these logs. This fire, the fire is coming out from a weird spot. So I would move it a little more that way. There's little floating blocks over here. I would fix that. I don't know if they're purposeful, but it doesn't seem like it. This water's very odd, and that's not how physics works. It would be flowing all over the place. I like that waterfall. It does start a little premature. I would move that out a little bit, and it shouldn't split 3 times. I think it should go once at the same angle like this one, just make it wider. So to sum it up, make the waterfalls into one, move the fire a little bit. I guess add this if you can a little bit closer, move these further, and move the spawn, whatever you can, just to make it so you have to walk around less, and fix these little floating blocks. Yeah, and on to the next game. Yeah, not enough players as I was expecting. You do have a spectate, I believe. I am pretty sure that's from a different tutorial video. Nice name tags, I like them. They're very simplistic, which helps keep your eyes unfocused. Alright, and a 20-second countdown for getting ready. I would probably make that like 15. I don't know, saves you about 5 seconds, but... Okay, so it's just Doomspire Brick Battle. My alt account is on the ground. I'm not sure if that was on purpose. You can still see the 1v1s. I'd set a max distance on that, so I can't see it anymore. Because now I know that we've just teleported further away. Let me test out your spectate too. Okay, your spectate does work. That's good. What if I go here and close it? Okay, good, it goes back. You have that spectate thing now. Now, does this actually work? Because there's no, it doesn't. So I can't destroy anything, I don't think. Okay, yeah, I can. I can't destroy the ground. Because I assume when you placed it down, it welded to the ground, so it's not destructible anymore. So the most I can destroy out of this tower just before the bottom. So I would unweld the bottom, which you can do by just opening it and deleting all the welds inside of the parts. And if possible, I would add a health GUI so I don't have to keep looking up here. These don't fall either. Okay, so it's just a 1v1 type thing. Oh, the map loads below us, so I could jump down onto it. I don't see how to get out. Oh, I have to blow my way out. Do the rockets actually kill? Okay, so it takes 2 rockets to kill someone. I don't really see a premise to winning. Maybe add like a shop where you can buy stuff for wins, or you get tokens for winning or something, and then you can incorporate developer products so you can make more revenue. Yeah, that's all I had to cover for this one, so let's move on to the next. The last one is the Forgotten Santiago. He started a few days ago and he's not the best at scripting. That's okay. You have a group for it. That's good. That's a good idea, keeping the game under a group. I would fix that. It's just called hashtag place number that. Maybe add a loading screen, because this kind of jumped me right in. Maybe add a main menu if it's a kind of story game. Let's go out the door. I like that. Used animated doors, kind of. It doesn't close though. Floor 5. I would make the text smaller because it kind of looks like it's falling off. Door won't budge. I kind of missed that because I was looking at the blood. Door won't open, door won't open. So why did one of them say budge but the rest say open? Kind of weird. I think... what floor are we on? Okay, we're on floor 1, so we gotta go to floor 2. Maybe add walls. I can just jump off, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can. So yeah, add walls. Okay, there's no... No, there's nothing here yet. Okay. For now, make that invisible, I guess. I would, if that's lighting, make it invisible. I like this elevator. Maybe you could just change the player's Y position instead of teleporting their whole character, because I can just stand on the corner and press this and I'm in the center. Maybe make some of these doors open. I don't know why this one says budge, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, budge. But then when I go to the rest, they say that it won't open. Must have closed on itself, it won't open now. But for a starter game, that's pretty good. This blood is a little bit weird, in my opinion, because it would be going through these door cracks, but it doesn't. It goes right over. So I think maybe position it more to the right. I guess finish it first. I can clearly see that there's nothing behind these. So I assume you're only done on the first floor. And for the start, I can't show you it because you locked the door behind me. But that note under the desk is really hard to see. I'd make it so it's kind of more obvious. Maybe like after a timer, it'll have an arrow above it, like a 1 minute timer. Or maybe make the drawer able to open. So when I hover over it, it shows the little click icon like that. And I can open it and make it more visible. But the note really didn't serve any purpose, and I thought it was kind of funny how it said Sanic was here. So I guess make the note more sinister and less comedic. And also maybe make it so I can't press floor 1 on floor 1. Okay, so the first one's Ragdoll Mania, which just got a radio update, I assume. Press R on PC and the dedicated button on mobile. It's not really done if you're gonna add a taser bomb game pass and improve the Ragdoll. I guess I would say it's still in beta. You have a shop. This UI could use a little bit of sorting because you kind of have it in a random order, like 30, 30, 130. So I would like lowest to highest. It's not a really good look. I would add maybe pictures of them in the background instead of just a Y button. Okay, so this is where you can buy cash. 100 for 50 Robux, but that's everything in the store. I would make them cheaper, maybe make the values less. This is a nice ragdoll. Okay, and you can't move when you're ragdoll. I like that ragdoll. I'm glad you can stand up. That didn't ragdoll me. It just sat me down. I would ragdoll the player when they enter the cannon. Okay, cool. There's a death ragdoll too. That's nice. Maybe add random spawn. Oh, it looks like you have randoms. Well, I spawned there twice, I'm not sure. But these don't look very original. I like how the ragdoll works. You did good on that. It's a very cool guy that is very cool. Wow, and there's nobody there. I'm the very cool guy. Subscribe now. It's you, but there's nobody there. Maybe you just forgot to anchor them, I assume. But now it's me. Subscribe. I'm gonna climb this tower. Okay, cool. Go jump. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? That was underwhelming. That was really underwhelming. Make that cooler. Because that was a lot of effort with like no payoff. I like the UI buttons for opening them, but not the UI in general, because this is off-centered. But they're not intrusive, so you got that good. Your trees could use a little bit of polish. Maybe make them look a little bit fancier. Still a work in progress, but you said it was done. It's finally done. But you said it's a work in progress. Misleading, in my opinion. I wouldn't say it's done. Your server notifications could have a little bit of a cooldown, because I've been here for like 2 minutes, and they're still in the chat. I want to see how your ragdoll interacts with water. Okay, it just floats up. That's cool. Nice. And it kind of just froze there after a little bit. To save resources, I assume. Oh yeah, I have to try the stairs. Maybe you could add a sprint button, because if you have shift lock disabled, you could utilize the shift button. Or make it a game pass or something. I know a lot of games have shift to run game passes. Would help out with the pacing. Okay, the interaction with the stairs is cool. So I guess make that, like, when I hit the ground, maybe bounce me a little bit. The trees, make them more realistic. Maybe fix how you're not here, and how there's nobody here. I assume that I'm guessing you wanted players to stand here and be like, wow, very cool. The water, I like that. But if it's still a work in progress, I wouldn't say the game is done. So I guess, yeah. And then the server, make them talk less. And those cannons make the player ragdoll, not just sit. You have a lot of, I assume you used a free model, because in your output you got a lot of third-party purchase things created by that to sell an asset made by a different user. So I think you have a infection in your game. I don't know what part of the game was free, but it looks like it's trying to prompt the purchase, which could mess with your code later on. I guess fix that. You might have to start a new Roblox file. It might have infected it too deep, I'm not sure. Like, do that when you jump off the big tower, I would say. Kind of like a bounce, and then it flipped me. Okay, cool. Yeah, like a bounce like that for that tower. My dead body's still there. Maybe clean up the ragdoll after a while. Reset too many times, I think. Oops, I'm inviting people. Oh, you disabled reset when I respawned, you disabled my reset. Maybe make it so you can't reset in the first place, not just after I reset once. Clean up the corpse after a while. Yeah, on to the next one. Alright, Cyberpunk work in progress. A work in progress game that will officially release in a few weeks. If it's going to release in a few weeks, I might want to add a picture. None of these games so far have had music, so I think add music maybe. Oh, I like that animation, it's very smooth. Scroll button when pointed at a player. Nice, that's cool, I like that. I think I've seen this on Twitter. Nice. That's pretty cool. Energy blast. Okay, that could use an animation. And a sound effect maybe. It's very underwhelming right now. And maybe, I noticed that when I mouse click, it's just sending a raycast, because I can stare at him and mouse click. But it won't lock on, I have to point my mouse at him middle click. And then it'll focus me on him. Maybe shoot a ray out of the character's current direction. So when I'm looking at them, I can just click it and it'll lock on like that. I like this circle you got around them. And I like that punch. But maybe when they punch, you could send them a little bit forward, instead of awkwardly making them punch like this. Your map design's pretty good, I like that. I don't know if you're gonna have them like players fighting players or something, but maybe add some way of making Robux, like maybe a shop or something for different like powers. Oh, you have no errors in your console, that's very good. There's not much I can say about this. I don't know why you set the jump height to be low, but maybe that's just a critique of mine. The fireball doesn't go very far. Maybe add a ragdoll for when you kill someone. Maybe make the combat a little bit more fluid. Because I'm like spam clicking and it's not doing much. That's really all I can say. Add music. Maybe add a double jump power or a power shop or something. So the players have something to work towards instead of just blatantly fighting each other for no reason. Maybe add emotes. Something just to give the players something to do. So when they're tired of fighting, they can, talk to people instead of just quitting. Something to make them stay. Because you want your game to get on the front page by making them stay. But yeah, there's not much I can say about this one. So I guess on to the next one. The highway. I like these pictures. You have a lot of them, that's good. Maybe crop out this top part where it says all the stuff about you, like your age and stuff. Oh, this one has music. Oh, I'm floating above the road when I first spawn in. It's very bright. I would turn down the bloom. Where'd you get these other thumbnails? Because this is the highway, this is the highway. Then this is a desert. And this is a lake, and then this is the egg hunt. If I walk down the highway, do you teleport me somewhere? Mondo Islands. Okay, it requests it teleports me to the different zones. Oh, and it teleported me back. I wouldn't make this teleporter the same to get back. Maybe add a are you sure menu instead of just forcefully teleporting them. I like how each map has custom music to it. Still very, very bright. It's hard to see. Just because you have bloom doesn't make your game look good. Don't see a clear premise to the game. It's kind of just wander around for a little while. But it's too bright, so it's hard to really admire it. I wonder what this dot dot one is. Let's look at this. Oh, it doesn't do anything. Maybe add this, none, maybe, because I thought that was a secret. I guess next we'll do Wasteland. Oh, I think I saw this one move. Okay, yeah, they moved. Maybe make the AI a little bit smarter, but it's pretty nice. I like that rain effect you have going on. Again, you have good music. If I fall, can I even fall? Nah, I don't think I can. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, and I heard a GTA. Okay, cool. But you don't need that death screen by No Paste Me. You don't need that. If it's your game, I'm dead for a very long time. Am I ever gonna respawn? So I think your death screen's broken, because I'm not respawning. You fix your death screen and remove this watermark, because I know it's yours, it's your game. Music's a little bit loud for my 4 volume. 1 volume it's still a little bit loud, but yeah, I guess fix your teleporter for the island one, because it spawns you right on top of it. I fixed that, because it just teleports me back to the highway. The music's a little bit loud, but I like how you have custom music for all of them. Turn down the bloom. It's very, very bright, really makes it hard to see anything. Other than that, I can't really say much about these. And for the last one, we have Sword Wrestlers Remastered. So does that mean there's an old one? I like this thumbnail. It doesn't really show me anything about the game, so I wouldn't really be enticed to play it. It's comedy. Maybe that'll get some people. Waiting for enough players. You have a lot of stuff going on here. I would hide this and this and this. When you press play, maybe make them visible. This lobby's pretty nice. I would move this sword into his hand, though, instead of kind of oddly floating there. You got weird legs going on. I don't know why there's a click detector in these chips, if I can't use them. There's an obby if you dare, but it doesn't work. This is very, pointless talking, and they're all standing very odd. Stop making them multiplayer, I don't have enough friends for this. You can't really see this, but your GUI barely fits on mobile. I have an iPhone 11 and it barely fits. Intermission, get ready to play. Maybe spawn them further away. I like this funny map design. Now does it detect that I killed him? The winner is StillWater, yep. Okay, awesome. And I got bucks, but you don't have anything for me to spend the bucks on. We saw this spectate in the other game. You just recolored it. A bit odd. I would maybe make it a little bit more original. Maybe make the intermission have a clock instead of just being random. Okay, there are multiple maps. That's cool. This one's a little bit easily exploited because I can just chill on this tree until I win. I guess add a shop because I have no idea what these bucks are for. Make the sword more in that guy's hand. Add some music. The shop has really no meaning because I can't tell what's going on. And the obby doesn't work. And these guys are kind of just here for no reason. I kind of feel like some of these aren't yours because they don't match the art style at all. A lot of them just kind of don't make sense. And you should add a shop for these bucks that cost Robux to get. You don't have really any economy right now. Maybe add unlockable swords or something. and you have a original sword model here, but then you just used the linked sword instead of like one of these, it would add a little bit more of a originality to your game. Your thumbnail, I would make it less of a meme and more of a dramatic gameplay. For your description, maybe give an overview of what you're supposed to do and what it's about, instead of just saying yay. It gets cut off a little bit by Roblox. Yeah, it's 512 by 512 pixels. I would fix that, make that a little bit longer. Other than that, your game's pretty good. Animations for the swords, a little bit needed. Stamina bar does literally nothing so far. Really, that's all I can say about it so far. Okay, so the first one we have is called Speed Chasers Not Complete by Sonic Group. You might know them from the first video. It has a lot of visits, but no description or any images, and it's pretty positive reviews. You've got a few game passes, but add a few pictures, and yeah, let's see what it's about. First thing I noticed is you have music and the blue wall. I'm gonna mute this just in case it's copyrighted. Your levels are just called first level, second level, third level, fourth level, fifth level. Maybe give them like dynamic names, like this one could be called Forest. I haven't gone to the next one, but Speed, let's try it. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like how this teleporter changes colors, but I noticed it's only flashing between two. So maybe you could make it like fade between the two. What is this Game Passes button? Okay, it's a small little menu. I wouldn't make your tip a Game Pass. I'd make it a dev product so they can buy it multiple times. You might want to make these into developer products so they're one life. Let me see if you can die. Okay, you can. That's good. That's important. Maybe add a settings menu, because I have to mute the whole game due to music. Yeah, rename these into like, this one could be called Street or Rooftop Jump. Something creative. The ground, good, I guess. Maybe add a road down there. I like the art style on this one, but maybe you could make it like how these are lined. You could do that on the ground. I've noticed there's no lava bricks so far. I like the detail on those. Looks like a lot of effort went into this level. So you kind of swapped the art style a little bit over here. Maybe add like these lines on this, but in black, neon black. See how that looked? Maybe you could make these colors pink, because the theme of this map seemed to be pink. So you could do like pink to purple to pink to purple and then fade them. Oh, that's cool. You use the trail effect, very good. Are these lava bricks? Okay, cool. You introduced lava bricks in a pretty good way. Your tweening could use a little bit smooth animations. Your skybox could use a little bit more high qualityness. I suck at this. Maybe space those a little bit more, because I could just walk over them. Not much I can say about this level, other than you've copy and pasted the same thing 3 times. And again, you could make that teleporter rainbow instead of just the green and light green. Maybe name this one Castle. Oh, I like those spikes. I like those, but there's a really big delay in them, so I would make the delay less. Maybe you could have that part constantly spawning, and have it so when it falls off, it instantly respawns, so they have a certain amount of time to do this. Again, Portal could use a different color, and when you beat it, it just sets you back to the first one. You could maybe add a currency system, maybe where I can buy these game passes for in-game currency for beating the whole thing. It's really all I can think of. Dynamic names, maybe more of a need for these. These buildings could use a little bit more detail, maybe add a road down there with cars going across. In this type of game, all that really matters is your detail, or attention to detail. But yeah, that's all I can really think of for this one, so on to the next one. Next up, we have Smile Alpha. Game's not completed, so no description yet. That's fair. Maybe add a picture, but if you're not at the description part yet, I wouldn't add a picture. You have it on a group. That's good. I can't move my mouse. So you have the player locked first person, so I have to keep bugging your game out to even load connecting, but you shouldn't have to connect me anywhere. It's a bit odd how you have that. I like your audio design already. Okay, so you have a battery system. Nice. Oh, that's a cool flashlight. Run. Oh, I heard a gunshot. I walk very fast for how slow I'm walking. Maybe you could slow that part down. These characters don't seem to really... Maybe make them more realistic, I guess. I don't like how I have to put away the flashlight to pick up batteries, but there's no really point to the flashlight because you have a light around me. It really just lights up what I'm looking at, and then it darkens what's around it. I like that blood effect. That's very good. Just your starting screen isn't exactly perfect. These cars look very out of place. Oh. Okay. I don't get it. I know that was supposed to be scary, but it's not really scary if it's loud noise. Just see people want this game, and make sure to donate this game and support Outwork. Maybe fix the grammar. You have a lot of batteries for the flashlight being pretty useless, as you can see here. This is it off. This is it on. makes everything around me darker. Useless at that point. You've got quite a bit of errors in your output. But the camera at the start, I can't click any of the button because you have me locked first person, so I can't move my mouse. So maybe make them third person, and then when they click the button, first person. This flashlight, I kind of just got out of nowhere. Maybe make them unlock it somehow. Now, I don't understand why you won't let me replace the battery before I'm out. Like, it would punish the player for playing poorly. I would let them replace the battery before they're empty. That's all I can really say about this game, so I guess on to the next one. This one's GDR's difficulty chart obby. It's a difficulty chart me and a few friends made. Hope you like it, smiley face. I would add more info about the game, maybe add a picture of the gameplay. Put it under a group. This is an odd spawn. So green is easy, yellow is medium. Okay. We're changing the brick. There may be a lot of glitches. We are changing the bricks. You don't need to repeat we are changing the bricks twice. That's really easy. This is a wraparound. If you don't know how to do it, search it up. I wouldn't just tell them to go search it up. Say like you have to hop around the wall using shift lock or something. Because just telling them to search it up seems like, yeah, you're on your own here, bucko. Do it yourself. I don't know. It just seems a little bit mean to the player. Turn your spawns around. I'm facing the wrong way. Might confuse players. This is a little bit low. I didn't have to do this whole part. I just jumped on top. Same with there. If I went over there, I could just hop over. Now this one, you didn't tell me what to do. You could say this is like a round jump or something. Something to tell the player how they're supposed to deal with that situation. Because if I saw that, I would be a little bit confused. You have a skip button, but it doesn't do anything. I assume that's still in work in progress. It is by you and a few friends, so that's only fair. I would expect that from this. No offense. It's the last stage of easy. Let's see what you can accomplish. What you have done here before, angry face. Fix your typing. Now I keep bumping my head on these. I don't know if that was purposeful or a mistake. So I just kind of skipped that wall jump by going over here. Don't know if you meant for me to do that or... Well, let's see if you can pass what lies ahead. Just walk, trust me. So do these like... So you made those into solid colors once I walked on them, but then these didn't. Okay, you just jumped the difficulty with tenfold. It's a difficulty chart, I guess. I'm not good at obbies, so leave. Okay, I got it. Nice. Oh no, you're throwing it at me. You're throwing it at me again. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I think your walls are a little bit too thick, because medium seems a lot more like hard. You didn't explain what black meant, but your map is pretty simple. I can see a couple of things over there moving. I would make your skip button work. Make this a little bit easier. Maybe remove that or hide it somewhere. For some reason, that turned solid when I walked on it, but this didn't, which was a bit odd. I didn't understand that. Oh, you have quite a bit of errors. I fix your errors. You have cool map design. It's just really difficult on medium. That's all I really have to say about this one. So on to the next one, I guess. Next up, we have Stable Boulevard Alpha. Make sure to leave a like and support our game throughout development. I do throughout, not throughout. Dreadcore, but you called it Boulevard. Yeah, I'd fix your titling down here because you have it called Dreadcore, but it's Boulevard. And your images are really low quality. I would up the quality because it's like 480p, but I'll check it out. Your camera isn't very smooth. I like your walking noises. Unemployed. So this is like a dark RP in Gmod. The fists doesn't do anything. Oh, it's just making me look around. I think that's messing with your animations. I mean, this is a good gesture, Etika. He did, but wouldn't add a grave because I feel like people are really going to disrespect this. Now, I don't see any rules that you specified were when I joined. It looks like someone bought these already. I think that's cool, but I'm pretty sure there's no one here when I joined, unless I'm wrong. Maybe don't save their house when they leave. I like the ambient noise you have. I just don't have any idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Your crouch animation's very odd, and there's no sprinting. Not very helpful. Gucci. That's gonna get you copyright striked or something. Roblox doesn't appreciate that. You have a graveyard, Watermark Street. I feel like you should... That'd be funny if you changed it to StillWater Street. Are these genuine people who have died here? Kind of odd. Whatever floats your boat. A lot of this is just slow, methodical walking around, looking for something to do. Because I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. That notification whenever I get money is very intrusive. I'd make it quieter and kind of lighter instead of high-pitched. So now I'm back to spawn. There's 2 Watermark Street. Don't know how that works. Spawned outside that house. Your automatic doors are very, very slow. A lot of your assets are ripped from Half-Life. I have no clue what I'm doing. So maybe I had a clear objective. Because I have literally no clue what I'm doing. I can't say much if I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I have money, but I don't know what to spend the money on. A bit odd. Your road just ends. Maybe I had a tunnel. And you can't go in the tunnel. Just something different. I don't know. Make the point more clear. I don't know what I'm doing. In case you're wondering, if you want to participate in these videos, you can head over to my Discord. There should be a channel called Your Game Links. You can just paste them there. If you've already participated, please don't post them there. I don't really want to do the same game over and over again. You do need to verify your phone number, but that's just because Discord requires it for me to be a community server. Okay, the first game is called Button Realms with a 10 times multiplier. Multiplier. Welcome to Button Realms. Gain multiplier by stepping on the buttons. Rebirth for more income. Discover new worlds and become the richest. Okay, cool. There's music. I don't know what's happening. Why am I getting coins? What does this timer mean? What do these buttons mean? I have genuinely no idea what I'm doing. Oh, so I use the money to get multipliers, which make me get money faster. That could use a little bit of explaining. Maybe like a tutorial. This game seems like a lot of AFKing, and I don't really understand any of the UI or what I'm supposed to be doing. It could use a tutorial because I'm still a little bit confused. I like the art style. I can't really say much because I have no idea what I'm doing. I guess other than that, it's a pretty good game. Maybe just use a tutorial. I don't know what else. That's kind of all I could say. I guess on to the next one. First thing I noticed when I joined is just an empty UI on the side of my screen and a lot of free models. It looks like a lot of free models. That's really all I can say. I'm not allowed off this platform. I don't know what to say about this because it's just a ton of free models. Make your own models. Make your own models. Maybe let me go off the platform because there's no point of adding zombies. Oh, I'm only allowed off one specific side. The zombies don't do anything. Try coding your own models and stuff. Not just using free ones off of the toolbox or model shop or whatever. That's really all I can say about this because it's no effort in. On to the next one again. This one's Obby or Die. Update soon or never if I decide to abandon the game. PS game's not done. I like this screenshot. It kind of shows me what's going to happen. The music's very loud. I would turn the music down. This looks like the basic Roblox obby that you start with. Your skybox is it's messing up my eyes. You adjusted some of these, but a lot of them just look like the default Roblox obby set. Why not? It's Easter. It's not Easter. But now I can cheese the whole thing. It's a very big maze. I also would remove the little circle that let me get on top of the walls. This just looks like a giant piece of wood. I would make it look more like lava. Like that. Use that type of lava. I would maybe lock the player to R6 because it looks like it's going to be really difficult to beat some of these. You also kind of just bring me in a circle. Don't know if there's any checkpoints. I would also add an invisible wall above this one because I can just cheat it like this. I mean, it's a pretty basic obby. I can't really say much about it. You did what obbies do. These jumps are really far. You repeated the same obstacle, except just added a different floor texture. That was kind of weird. These textures overlap, which makes them do a weird flicker. I would remove the seat from that. I would space these out a little bit more. I like the memes in Minecraft. I've never seen that before. Diagonal lava jumps. Okay, there's a slide. That's a bit odd, but I wouldn't remove it. I would add like a stage counter or something, because I have no idea how far into this I am. You won, more updates coming soon. Well, I didn't get anything for winning. Oh, okay, I fell through the cloud. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay, and I'm all the way back here. Oh no, that's not far. But I would add a checkpoint at every stage that you beat. I mean, the skybox is weird, the music's really loud. You kind of started off with the default Roblox obby, which may discourage players. The maze, that one's good, but then you had another one over here, which was very tiny and easy to cheat with the camera. I guess it's adjusting the stages mostly and adding checkpoints. You have no shop or anything, so I don't know how you're profiting off of this, but I guess that's all for this one. Might have been kind of short, but I guess if you liked it, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to submit your own game, like I said in the beginning, you can just join the Discord server. There should be a channel called Your Roblox Games or Your Games, and you can just paste it in there. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.